Good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Choppin' It Up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Well, let's get right to it. Last night, we're going to go right into the boxing. Manny Pacquiao, he came out of, I guess, semi-retirement, or he took time out away from his job in the Philippines as being a senator, and he came out and gave a dominating performance last night against Jesse Vargas to capture the WBO welterweight belt. I think that there was more entertainment at ringside than it was inside the ring, as this was a lopsided bout. You had Mayweather at ringside sitting there with his daughter, and many people looking on, speculating that possibility there would be a return after the debacle that they put on over a year ago, back in 2015. So having Mayweather at ringside kind of caused a little controversy, or just a little stir or uproar. But I'm told not to read into that. Actually, Pacquiao invited him to the fight. But when he won and raised the belt, he looked over at Mayweather. Mayweather gave him the thumbs up. Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a big boxing fan, and I'm actually a Pacquiao fan. But I don't want to see the rematch of that. I really don't. I mean, I'm a firm believer. The first time around is always better than the second time around. And even though the first time around was a snooze, but the build up and the excitement, I don't think they can recapture that. So if Pacquiao wants to fight, leave Mayweather alone. Mayweather, stay where you are. If you want to come out and fight Triple G. Or maybe Pacquiao fight Triple G. If you guys want to come out with a mega fight, give me that. Give me Mayweather and Triple G, or Triple G and Pacquiao. Now we have a nice little fight to talk about. That'll be a boxing match that I like to talk about. But once again, Pacquiao victorious, lopsided win against Jesse Vargas. But for the boxing fans out there, November 19th, you got a big night. Sergey Kovalev, the Bone Crusher, going up against Andre Ward. Me personally, I like Andre Ward. I want to show him some love. I think that one of his problems is he don't fight often enough. I think he's a very good boxer, perhaps maybe one of the top pound for pound in the game right now. But I'm going with the Bone Crusher. I think he hits hard. I think he comes out to play. He stays busy. I like the Bone Crusher in this one. I hope I'm wrong, because it'd be good to see Andre Ward win. But I just got to go with, I think it's the better boxer at this point. I'm going with Sergey on that one, Bone Crusher. So I look forward to that one, November 19th. I'll keep you boxing fans posted. Yesterday was really a day of college football. No upsets to report in the top 25 other than Texas A&M. They took a loss to an unranked team in Mississippi State, and the same goes for Florida, as they took a loss from an unranked team in Arkansas. But outside of that, the top 25 just dominated. You did have a nice little slugfest, a thriller over there with Alabama and LSU, as Alabama becomes victorious with a 10-0 win. But it was a slugfest, not all that running and scoring and a lot of offense, but it seemed like it was a lot of defense there. But Alabama, they remain victorious, and they're probably going to remain number one as well. So good win for Alabama. If you have to settle for a pretty loss, there's one for you, LSU. But, that's a good win for Alabama. And so teams like Michigan, they roll on. Washington, Ohio State, Clemson. But what about Lamar Jackson? Louisville. Another 7-touchdown performance for this guy. Threw 4, ran for 3. I mean, are we looking at Michael Vick 2.0? I think we are. But more to follow. We'll keep an eye on him. He looks like a runaway for the Heisman Trophy this year. A clear runaway. On to the Shield, the NFL. Woo, got some big games to talk about today. Atlanta coming off their nice Thursday night win to get some separation in the division. Also for Matt Ryan to continue his MVP race, his march towards MVP. We got some big games today. First, I'll start out with my Jets. If the Jets is looking to salvage the season and possibly get into wild card contention, they're going to have to go into Miami today and pull out a win. on the road. They won 2 in a row. They're playing with house money. Most of us thought the season is a far-gone conclusion at this point, dead. So, I mean, if they win, they win. If they lose, Jets just end the season. But if they want to remain in the wild card contention, and Ryan Fitzgerald wants to show us that management did not make a mistake in retaining his services for $11 million, then he's going to have to show up big today. He's going to have to show up extremely big today and pull out a win on the road against Miami. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He's got to come up big today. Big. Big game for you Giants fans out there down at MetLife Stadium. I'm an Eagles fan, of course, so I'm looking for Philadelphia to go on the road. Because this is the eliminator game. I don't believe that the loser of this game can stay pace with the Dallas Cowboys for the division. If you lose this game, your only hope is for a wild card. And at the rate that the Cowboys is playing, even if you win this game, your only hope might be is for a wild card. So either way, this could be the eliminator game. It's a must-win for both teams. But the Eagles on the road, already with 2 division losses, got to go in there and get this win. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. They got to come out there. The defense has got to come out there, play hard, play well, as they've been doing all year long. They got to stop this Odell Beckham. Don't let him get into your head. Put pressure on Eli. Eli is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Don't get me wrong. But Eli, if you take away the 2 Super Bowl victories, he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's not like he's automatic. It's just that you can't keep a quarterback out that got 2 Super Bowl MVPs out of the Hall of Fame. There's no way you can do that. But however, this guy is not Brady or his brother or Montana. He can be rattled. He can throw wildly. He can throw interception. Guys, put pressure on him. Shut down the run game. Force him to throw some passes and get after him. Get after him. This is a big win. Don't overuse Darren Sproles, Eagles. I mean, you're going to have to run the game because we need ball control here. But this is a big game. If you want to stay in playoff contentions, Philadelphia, Carson Wentz, you want to be back in contentions for Rookie of the Year, although that's going to be tough the way Dak and Elliott is playing. But if you want to get in the graces of that, you got to show it today. This is your playoff begins right now. Let's put it that way. So Eagles need a big win from you today, going down to MetLife Stadium. And then Sunday night, that's the big game too. Another division game between Denver and Oakland. Denver going into Oakland. Guys, I like Oakland on this game tonight. It's in Oakland. I think Oakland is trying to come out and show the world, the NFL world, the NFL fans, that they are here now. We're no longer the team of the future. We're the team of the present now. They're looking to challenge for that division. They're 6-2. A win here would put them in first place for that division. Derek Carr, he's having an MVP type season. Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree is looking like one of the best duels out there as far as wide receivers this season. I believe they're both in the top 10 in receiving yards. So this here, stars got to be stars today. That's the bottom line. Stars has got to be stars today. I know who Denver is. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. They got a smash mouth defense. If you lack it, they lay you out. Plain and simple. Nothing to talk about. They lay you out. Offense struggles at times. The offense do struggle at times. So if you can put some points on the board against Denver's defense and put the offense in a position where they have to catch up, I don't know if Denver can do that. I don't know if they can do that. I really don't know if they can do that. It's kind of shades of when they lost to the Super Bowl of Seattle, when they came out, punched them in the mouth, and jumped right on them and started scoring. They weren't able to catch up, and they had Peyton Manning at the time. So the thing is that I see the same kind of offense that lives off and feeds off their defense. So if Oakland is able to put some points on the board and put Denver in a position where they're trailing and they got to catch up. Guys, I don't see Denver catching up. I see this being Oakland's game. Oakland's game. Moving on to the association, NBA that is. All right. Before I talk about the Knicks, I just want to talk about the NBA, man. As I look around and I'm following this game to that game and highlights and so forth, outside of Cleveland, it just seems like everybody's beating up on everybody. I mean, it's amazing how San Antonio looks so good against Golden State. I guess they was preparing for that game, and now they get beat by the Clippers, get beat by Utah. It just seems like everybody's beating up on everybody. OKC, they avenged their loss from Golden State. They took it out on Minnesota. Like I said, speaking of Golden State, they beat up on OKC. Then they turn around and lose to the Lakers. And I mean, outside of Cleveland's the only undefeated team, by the way. Although they squeaked past the Philadelphia 76ers. You know, shout out to Philly for playing hard. You know, that's the thing that you got to understand is that when a team like Cleveland comes to your arena, it's going to be so packed. Every kid that is a fan of Kyrie Irving or a fan of LeBron James is going to show up at your arena, even though it's a home game for your team, with their jerseys on, cheering for them. This a team like Philadelphia that has no opportunity to make it to the playoffs. That's their Super Bowl right there. So kudos to them for coming out and playing hard and taking a 1-point loss of 102-101. That's a good look for them. That was a good showing and a display for their fans, who I'm sure paid a little extra to come out that day, and it was a jam-packed arena. Great performance. But again, outside of Cleveland, they're the only team that is just winning against everybody, just beating up on everybody. You know, everybody else is just, they beat this team, lose to this team, they beat this team, that team loses this team, but this team beats that team. I guess for the NBA, that's good. That's parity. I guess you don't know what you're going to get each night. That's why they got to play the games, you know. So getting back to my Knicks, after that, really, really good win in Chicago on Friday night, where it was just a team effort, a balanced attack from the starting five, good substitution pattern, good shot selection, good passing, good intensity throughout. They come home for a matinee at 12 o'clock against the Utah Jazz, a team that many are high on out west for the playoffs. I'm not necessarily high on them, but I do recognize that as a team that's got a lot of talent and they're deep at every position. But if the Knicks want to show that they're a team of now and that they can make a playoff run, these are the kind of games that you got to win. We can give you a pass for losing to the Clevelands, the San Antonios, the Golden States of the world. But the teams that mirror you as far as where you can go in the playoffs, an 8th seed, a 7th seed, or a 6th seed, or maybe not even make the playoffs, those are the games you got to win. You just got to win. I mean, you look back on a game like this and say, man, if only if we'd have won that game. So I hope you got a good night rest, didn't hang out too long watching that Pacquiao fight. A matinee game, sometimes they can sneak up on you if you're not properly rested. So let's get out there, get after them early, get this one over with, man. And so that this way we can go into the week on a high note. I hate to say it, but it's a must win for New York. Plain and simple, it's a must win. Personally, New York, you need to play like it's a playoff every game. Every game. This is a must win. I'm putting it out there. This is a must win. All right? Get home and hold home court. You need it. Listen, this is the day in sports with Chopping It Up with Ramel. Once again, remember, no notes, straight from the throat. I'll be back at you in about 24 hours from now. Hey, peace and blessings. Have a great day. See you guys soon. Don't forget your comments, your views, your texts. I welcome them all. Criticism, love, whatever it is, I welcome it all. And if there's something you want me to get at, just put it out there. I'll do my best to get to it. Peace.